Okay, Jeet. So good morning, everybody, and good evening. Once again, welcome back in today's class. Today on the day number 12 of our batch. And with this, we are starting a new month of this year. October has been started today. So wish you very, very happy October. Last quarter of this year. Holidays, festivals, winter, everything is coming together now. Okay, so now let's come to this part. So the people who are not available yesterday were not available yesterday, please go to the recording because we discuss about contract and entitlement so that you can check that particular part.
Yeah.
Okay,
Atul, I have a question.
go ahead.
Maybe right time to ask now, or
Go
should
ahead,
I
go ahead, go
ask
ahead.
later?
Might we put a question first?
So this, okay, fine. So this contract part, that's the same across service now, right? You create contracts for different types and you follow that entire life cycle. It is that, correct? The same thing applies in
No.
CSM as well.
So there's little different. In the
Okay.
CSM, it come little bit smaller part, but you can use the full-fledged contract management module. I can say the app as well from ServiceNow.
Mm, okay.
So in CSM, we just say create contract, send for approval. That's all. Nothing
Okay.
else. So nothing much on that particular part we did. Small part only.
Okay.
But if you want to use fully, then definitely you
Mm,
can take it the contract management complete application as well.
okay. But it's the same table and everything.
Same table,
That is.
right.
Oh, got
Same
it.
table,
Okay,
contract
fine.
table, right.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Now let's start the next point. So what we have done till now, or in the yesterday, if I say, till yesterday, we covered the concept which was applicable for the account or the customer or the consumer. Okay, this is what we discuss. Now we are going to be discuss if I am an internal team. Okay, let's say I am a service provider and I have a B2B and I have a B2C. In my company, I have a 10 employees. Now out of 10, 3 will be working for LNG account and 3 will be working for my customers, um, consumer, sorry. Okay, now to work on this account, I have to be create the few things which we called as a group, which we call the same group which we use in our ITSM user groups and other things. Group. Then this group must have a skill. Skill, why skill? Because to work this time we're not working on the incident. This time we are working on a product or a service. And to work on a product or a service, a person need a skill. That is a turning point here. Let's say someone is a mechanic, a workshop. He says, I have 2 experts who can do anything in the car engine. It means that is a skill set. I have only one expert who can do the gearbox fixing. It means that is a skill. So we will now what we'll do, we will understand the roles, we will understand the group, we will understand the skill, and then we will create a responsibility. Responsibility means that who is dedicatedly working for this particular accounts. Okay, so this thing we're going to be discussed today. But today's topic is more over from the internal perspective. Internal means from the service provider perspective. Customer consumer doesn't know that who is helping me in the on my cases. It's me who need to be decide all these things now. So in the service now in CSM, mainly these two things are there. This slide has a four sections, 1, 2, 3, and these 4. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. Number one, to use or to work in the CSM, there are two roles mainly. SNC internal, SNC external. Internal, as the name indicate, for the employees, means for the service providers. It can be agent, it can be manager, service agent or customer agent, consumer agent, account manager. These will be discussed here. So we'll discuss this point in this slide. Okay. External means customer, consumer, or the partner. Why external? Because they need access to create the cases for their product, for their services, for their orders. But we can't give these two roles to a same user at a given point of time. It is not possible. I'm again repeating, SNC internal and SNC external role cannot be given to the same person at a given point of time. या तो आप ये देंगे, अदरवाइज आप ये रोल देंगे उसको, दोनों नहीं मिल सकते उसको. That is clear here. You can try it, you will get an error. Okay, this is the basics one. मतलब ये तो प्राइमरी रोल्स हैं, इसके बिना तो काम होगा ही नहीं. प्राइमरी आइडेंटिफिकेशंस हैं ये, कि which is external, which is internal. Now come to this. We have a customer. Let do one thing. Let me open service now as well. Okay. And now let's come to the user and role table. Sorry, role table, not user table, role table. So that we can see in the parallel manner. Let it be open. In the meantime, we'll come here. Okay. SNC internal. Base rule for all internal users of the instance. So if you are creating a user in the CIS user table, that is my customer or consumer that you have to be know. That will default get SNC external internal role. But if you're creating the customer or the contact, means if you're creating a user in the service, this customer service user table or the consumer table or the customer table, then they will get SNC external role by default. Yeah. That is the first point that need to be understood. Now come to this part. Okay. Customer who come and buy is a customer, we call it. Mainly customer is a concept of the B2B. Consumer is a concept of the B2C. So if you get confused, always remember that what is consumer and what is customer, and then you can go for B2B, B2C, because B2B and B2C both have two different portals to access these things. Now, customer service agent, the agent who work on the B2B. In our case, this one, these three agents, they are customer service agent and then consumer service agent who provide to the open market, B2C. consumer service manager. But इनके अलग-अलग role हैं. That is what I'm saying. We have to be very careful that what role you need to be do. So it's come SN underscore customer service underscore agent. Here. It is not like instant. It is not like ITSM. Ki ITL role. If I give ITL role, everything will work upon. No. And we should not give each role to everybody. That is also not the case. We have to identify that who is going to work in B2B, who is going to work in the B2C. Important है यहाँ पर. So what we are discussing now, that if I need to be implement the CSM for my customer, I have to be asked this thing. Boss, what model you are be using, B2B or B2C? Okay, then tell me who you want to be, how many resources you want to work on your consumer or the customer cases. So I have to be give these role. यहाँ customer service है और यहाँ पर consumer हो जाएगा फिर अभी dot consumer. Yeah. Agent role. It is one who perform the work on the case. Create case, update case. This role is minimum role is required. And it has an agent role. तो दो different role है, same नहीं है, दोनों person same नहीं है ना. These two cannot be same. In your company, either you are providing services to the customer or either providing service to the consumer. You can't provide the services to the both. Okay. Then customer service manager. Customer means B2B. So what this person will do is like your account manager who will be taking care of complete account here. And what role it's required? It's required underscore manager. Yeah. With additional role of managing agents and overhead agent section. Agents and agent action. Like incident manager, change manager, problem manager. So this is that one. Assigning, reassigning, updating, overriding kind of things this person can do. Sorry, it's not an account manager. It is like your account, even not account, your operation lead kind of role. If I talk about the ITSM perspective. So if I say come back here, total three people who are working to B2B plus one, and this one is my service manager, जो इन तीनों को manage करेगा. That is my customer service manager. I'm again repeating my words. Don't take this very lightly. It's not incident. कि ITL role दिया and it will be over. No. Very carefully, because you are giving access to a user of your or of your employee to work on a specific account. Like BPUs. What that BPU means? What the BPU do? BPU is like this only. One of my friend who worked in a BPU, he says I'm working for a, I guess some airlines, and he was on the customer service manager role. There is a BPO who provides services to the open public. Like if you call to Vodafone, if you call to Airtel, you go to Tata Sky, you go to DTH. Hello sir, how can I help you? This is what B2C. Consumer what? Then if I just want to give a role for the case viewing, not to be update, then we can give this role. Sorry. Wait, what happened? Customer service. Sorry. Dot case. Yeah. Only read only access. Nothing much. Check. So this is what is there. Definitely we have admin roles as well. System admin is there that we can use it, which I'm using at point of time. Okay. Then there's a call that is called proxy. And there's a difference between proxy and the contributor user. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. Proxy basically क्या रहता है? Is a role which we give so that anybody can work on behalf. On behalf. Like it is like a impersonation kind of thing, I can say. Okay, but not fully. It is impersonation role, but not fully. So I can log a case on behalf of my customer. But proxy contact is not easily available. So if you go here and put it like this one. The reason being, when we activated the CSM plugin, there's a different plugin for the proxy also get activated. ये plugin से आता है, ये ऐसे नहीं आ रहा. It's not the part of CSM. It is with the part of another plugin which is coming from with the CSM only. Allow users who are internal to the organization create case and be the proxy case contact on behalf of customer. केस रेज कर दिया, अगर पूछिए मुझसे पूछ लो, I'll tell you everything. Behalf of customer, B2B, not B2C. So sometime in ITSM there is a license called business stakeholder. What that license do? Just for the approval purpose we use. They're not doing anything else on the ticket or the incident. They just need approval. So we can use the business stakeholder license sometime. And something similar here. Generally, we don't give this role to anybody until unless it is very much needed. But this is only for the internal. So now, if I can say 3 plus 1, and that has a proxy to raise the case on behalf. Be the proxy case contact on behalf of the customer. Raise भी कर दिया और ये बोल दिया कि, or it's all telling that I'm the one. If you need any help, let me know. It is kind of a delegation, I can say, but not 100% delegation. Okay, if you have an issue, reach out to Atul. He can take decision on our behalf. That's fine. Okay.
Like a change approver role.
नहीं, approver तो नहीं यार, because approver means is see, in the approver you can't approve on anybody's behalf. If you are change manager, then you can approve on anybody's behalf. But it is kind of a customer one. See, change is mainly for the internal purpose. You can approve on anybody's behalf, that's fine. But this is a big thing on the customer behalf. Might be customer's contact behalf, primary contact behalf. Okay, I'm not available for this week. You can reach out to Atul and he will help you. Instead of giving him in a full rule for the accounts or contacts or adding this person in the contact, better to create a proxy for him so that he can fulfill our presence there. Okay. Now, after doing this part, come to this area. This one. Okay. In this, only one is important. That's called the contributor user. Okay. Who is the contributor user here? Mainly this person. This person is responsible, or you can say this role to give that person who can work on for internal and external customers. Internal भी होगा and external भी काम कर सकता है ये user to whom you give this role. जैसे he can request for any customer. For any customer. He can request for my customers. He can request for the service organization, registration for the sorry, is service organization to add him like a specific role. He can request for self. And this user can little bit work, not little bit, this can be work on case as an agent as well. So if I say contributor means this user engage both internal and external. Like if I say in, let's say you want to travel or you're traveling the on-site. Okay. Now your company says, hey, you need to be get your visa, your tickets, hotel and everything. Okay. But you are not fully allowed to do all the things. Means you don't have access for the visa portal kind of things. So they introduce a third party. The third party can be an internal company only. Travel department, mobility department. So what they do? They do a request on your behalf. Number one, as the internal. They raise now I reach out to them and say, hey, my customer is coming from the US to India for a visit. Can you book 3 rooms or the 2 rooms for them? Now it is external. They're not booking for myself. They're booking for my account. So this is what the contributor user says. For internal as well, for external as well, they can use it. Because customer is external. So it is kind of a third middleman in between. If tomorrow someone from the travel team need to be travel, they can raise a case for their purpose as well, on their behalf as well, for their use as well. Okay. So this is a contributor user mainly, which can do these work specifically. And it is a linking between two identities, I can say. Internal for my for SNC use internal roles, and I can work my for the customers as well. किसी के behalf पे raise करते हैं, हाँ मैं raise कर दूंगा, no problem. This is only for specific accounts. This is internal external both. So this is the major gap between these two. इन दोनों में ये सबसे बड़ा gap है. Not gap, it's a difference. Clear everybody?
It's a bit confusing.
What confusing? Tell me.
In the sense that the roles, it's like they can, like one role can do something, but the other can't.
Because the fundamental difference is on the you're serving to customer or the consumer. See, now if I take Madurai is working in a company. Okay. Madurai is allocated to a project called ABC. Okay. That is your customer, B2B. Okay. Now you can't provide services to your customer as well and to your consumer as well. You can't do, because Consumer means you're looking for the open market users. So to bifurcate that part, we have said, okay, let's say Madhur is dedicated working for this account. Then give him a customer service agent role. Don't give him a consumer one. Because he can't work in the both areas at a one go. So this is what the fundamental point which I pick up, that before you implement CSM for any of the customer, you have to be asked clearly, boss, it is B2B model, it's B2C model. What product, what services you provide, what type of services it is, hardware, software, services, what you provide. These are services, physical services, because these things are required for you as a service provider to be understand, and then you can implement CSM for them. Clear?
Yeah, too clear.
Good. Anybody else? Any doubt, question?
Yeah, still couple of questions.
Good.
So SNC, internal SNC, external, that is understandable. Now, you also mentioned that you cannot, I mean, an agent cannot play the role of a customer service agent as well as a consumer service agent.
Yes.
So, I mean, for example, if we create two different assignment groups, right, and we add members, the same members to each of those groups.
No, possibly nahi.
Okay.
See, now, okay, let me give you an example. Ronald is married man. Okay. Ronald went to at his in-laws place. Okay. How your in-laws will introduce you?
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law. They will never say they can't say he's my son. Even though you are look like a son, but you are never a son-in-law. Son. You always be called as a son-in-law. It means you can't work with the same designation, with the same role at the same place. It's not possible. If one side is your parents, one side your in-laws, one will say that he is my son-in-law, and one says he is my son. So if you're creating these two groups, we'll never give these two roles to single group. Possibly nahi hai.
No, not to the same group. I was saying that, for example, if you have two groups, so one group I will give customer service agent, and the other group I will give consumer service.
But
so the
member
person inherits both. Huh?
But member should be different in this group. This is what I'm saying here, Ronald. For LNG, I have 10 employees. 4 are working for account, and 3 are working for consumers. तो मैं इन दोनों का अलग-अलग group बनाऊंगा. This is what the next step we are going to do. We'll get the different groups. We'll give it different, add the different members. We will give a different role, so that one can work on the consumer side, one can work on the customer side. ये basic difference रहेगा ही रहेगा.
Okay. But is it possible like a technical thing, or is it just like I mean, your role,
business thing,
responsibility,
business thing.
Okay,
technical problem nahi hai.
Technical is not a problem. Okay.
So now Ronald is working in his company as a product manager, as a scrum master, and a business analyst. Technically possible problem nahi hai. But are you actually able to do this role in a one go? Right? Okay. In the change management, let's say I added Ronald in a group. He's a service owner. He's a CI owner. At the first level, he's approving the change from the CI perspective. Ronald is a part of the cab manager as well. Cab group as well. Now you're approving as a capacity of the cab manager. Practically, one person, two role. But logically, it's not the right way. By cab wala, baki kuch aisa approved nahi. He need to be work as a cab manager only. So the same concept here. We will define it that what type of role you are having. Technically, you can say, ठीक है भाई, मेरी कंपनी है, मैं सब लोगों कर रहा हूँ. शेयर रिसोर्स बना रखे मैंने सारे के सारे अकाउंट पे भी काम करेंगे और कंज्यूमर के लिए भी काम करेंगे, they're working on the consumer as well. But
Okay.
practically, is it possible? That is the main part.
Okay.
Chicken.
Fine.
So now when we come to know that, okay, what type of services my customer is providing, or my consumer is, sorry, my customer is providing, that is called the organizational structure need to be understood. Sorry, my type of services, nature of my work need to be understood so that I can define this particular part. Now the org structure. Org structure says that these two things, skill mapping and responsibility definition. These three users, these three agents, which skill they have to support my customers. I am looking for 5 Java resources. That is the skill I'm looking for my account. Account, if I say in the simple layman language, to understand only, don't replace the words, to understand. We're working in a projects in our company. Those are accounts only. We are hiring 5 ServiceNow developers. We're hiring 2 ServiceNow architects. We are looking for 1 GRC expert. We are looking for the skill sets so that these resources can work for my customer. So now what we will do, we will create and there is a term called the responsibility definition to mark it. Yet this person is allocated to this particular contact, sorry, this particular account, and that is concept called the account team member. Sorry. Means we are allocating you to a particular account, because in the user field there's nothing which we can say, okay, you're working for this particular customer or this particular account. In group there's no definition, but to build that we have to create the responsibility definition. We'll go in practical now, then it will be more easy for you to understand. Okay, so it means now I have to be allocate these 3 resources to one of the account, and they become account team members. And this can be done with the support of the responsibility definition. So now what we are going to be do here, we will create a group. So I'll go here and group. Simple, the way we do, same way. Okay. One thing is important now. By the time we did not activated this part, I can say CSM part, this hourly rate field was not available. But as we activated the CSM module, this hourly rate come, because might be the cost for this group is this much per hour. The billing part, I can say. So now what I'm going to do, I'm creating a group. LNG B2B support. I'm the manager. Group email the same, rest concepts are the same. Save this. Tick. Now give a role. It is B2B. Which role will go? It will go the agent role. But which agent? Customer. This one. And save. Now I'm adding members. Let me add members. So Ronald is one member here. Okay. Now Anita, this is your Annie. Okay, might be. N is the second member. Himanshu is the third member. These three resources are work or are the part of my account team. And they have a customer service agent role. Clear हो गई बात यहां तक? This is simple what we do always, right? ठीक है. Now let's go to the skill. We have to be assigned the skill at the two level. We'll assign the skill at the group level first. Sorry, यहाँ पे. You can do via this way. Edit. Or what we'll do, I'll show you the little bit other thing. Group scale. Skills you can create. It is going in the group has a skill, group has a role. Now group has a skill. And these are the skills already given by service out of the box. ACM service, network skill, hardware skill, back office skill, phone skill, network skill, because on the basis of skills. So in our organization, in our companies where we're working, we have to fill our career and development. Everybody do career development part in the companies. And in that, there's a one section completely competency, where you put your skill. Service now, 10 years, expert. Business analyst, 9 years, expert. Performance analytics, 2 years, basics. What you're doing? You're building your skills. You're adding your skills so that tomorrow, if your company get a new project, they should know. Or if they want to bid for any project, they should know that do we have any resources of the performance analytics from expert level? This is what is already given here. So what we are going to do? We're going to assign a skill to the group level now. So let's say I'm giving this back office skill, or let's say application support skill. What is skill level of my group? Skill level है नहीं क्या इसका? Oh. They don't have any value in the background for this on skill level. Otherwise, it will tell expert, novice, beginner kind of things. It shows us because this is depend on the skill only. Let's see. Show skill. See skill level type, current plus skill level type. तो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड रहेगा. रेफरेंस क्वालिफायर skill level type is equal to current plus skill level type. Might be country something. And which group you want to be assigned? I want to be assigned LNG B2B. Let me show you one more thing. See, your group is also coming, which you get on the day one. But this group don't have any agent role. This group has an admin role. So ultimately it can work. Just to be sure that any group will be come here. So I'm putting LNG B2B and submit this. Now go back here and refresh. Yeah. Skill level is empty because there's no value for this skill or the skill. What I can say, type here. We need to be checked. If you want, you can go here. Which we pick up hardware, right? Like LNG B2B. Oh, sorry, it's coming to the group only. Group skill. If you go here, right click, configure dictionary. देखने किसके लिए वैल्यू है, किसके लिए वैल्यू नहीं है ये. So you can find out from there only. We are going in the dictionary level now. That's all. Nothing much we are going to do. So skill level. इसकी choices सब खाली है, कुछ नहीं है choices में. So we have to create the choices if you want to populate this particular part. ठीक है. Now this is a group level skill. Group level skill and the user level skills are the two different things. This group is only for the hardware. Can we add more skills? Yes, why not? Ronald, Himanshu, Madhure. They know service now. They know consulting. They know pre-sales. 3 skills हैं तीनों के पास. Make a one group. So let me add one more skill. Scanner printers they know. Cell phone they know. Customer service they know. Load balancer they know. They have these skills. Okay. Now you can see. This group has these many skills. But in this group, I have 3 members. What is the level of or exact skill Himanshu know? And what level? So now what we'll do? We'll go here and go for the user skills. Username. See, user has skill list now. Let's say any. So any has these many skill as per the group allocation. Open for the Canon printer. Check. Now go to skill. Are you doing right or are a bit? नहीं कहाँ है था user skills. I'm doing something on user skills and new. Sorry. This thing. In this, we will say skill, hardware, and user any. ठीक. इसमें इसका okay. नहीं ठीक है. We are doing okay. Now 2 things which I missed out actually. If we are doing by the group skills, which we did in the last step, these users are inherited the skills from this group. Or if you want to create user specific skill, then you can do via skill users. So the user skill, not the skill user, you can do via skill users. Like we are doing here. So let's say hardware, I want to put who is done Madhure. And he's a hardware skill. Included in the skill, ACM networks kind of, or for instance, that in the ACM network, he is expert in the customer service, field service, all the things will be there. So generally, and this is again, this is your internal, not external. So now if I add this, and if you search for the hardware, you will find Madhuri name as well. Might be you want to use him in some other place, you can use him. But from the group perspective, we have this because this now what is the purpose of this skill here? The purpose of skill here that when the case will be raised, on the basis of the skills, the case will be routed. That is the reason that it is be there. So when we go for the case management, when we go for the advanced work assignment, then we see how many users have this skill they can help us to work on this particular part. Then these things will be required. Clear हुआ यहाँ तक कुछ और doubt?
Can this also be used to create something called as a skill matrix or a skill pool?
This is what we did, skill matrix only. So I
Okay.
mentioned this thing, I guess skill matrix or skill mapping here. Skill mapping, it's building a skill matrix only for us. And also these can be used for the employees' performance and improvement as well. I'm missing out something. Let me find out. I remember there's a way that we can put it something that this user has this skill and he's expert on this level only. Let me see. Skill level. Might be because there's no value available for this. We can decide as well. Or do we have anything here? No, out of the box, there's no values there. Otherwise, we can decide or we can define it's a what novice expert kind of things we can see here. So we can define that, OK, Himanshu is expert in that, but beginner in this particular part. Ronald is expert in these domains. So we can define that particular part so that when the ticket allocation, not ticket, case allocation done, then we should know that to whom it should go first. But the first level, it will go to the group only. That OK, this group has been allocated and they are be working on that particular part. Clear हुआ यहाँ तक or doubt question? Let me go ahead.
So the way that in ITIL we have auto routing based on skill set, L3, L4, network, database. Yes. This is equivalent for CSM. Correct. Okay, makes sense now. Thank you.
Same thing that is equivalent to the CSM. Okay, let me check in my notes to find out where we are missing it, because I know that I have this thing that his skill level is showing me empty. Let me see any other skill, or I'll see. Otherwise, I need to create some data to show you the skill level, so we can decide here, or then we can see here as well that in a group. यहाँ पे तो नहीं दिखेगा आपको क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिर्फ groups, sorry, यहाँ skills. We can see the skills level as well. Basic and novice, what type of skill it has, particular thing. Okay. Now, if I go, let me see if I have something more on this particular part. Or we need to get the data for this one then definitely. Okay. Now, skill has been done. Group has been done. What you can do now, what is your homework? You need to create 2 or 3 different groups. One for B2B, one for B2C. And add users in that group. And give the different roles to that group and assign different skills to that group as well. किसी को hardware दे दिया. You can give someone to the software, someone to just customer services, someone to the phone, someone to the back office kind of things you can do. Or if you want, you can create the skill again. All skills. यहाँ से ऐसा रहा है. If you want, you can create your own skills as well. Service now and level type. क्योंकि level type आप पीछे से ही नहीं है, डिक्शनरी में ही वैल्यू नहीं है. That isn't showing as a blank for everybody. So you need to get to the level type as well. Means you go to this table and get the level type. It is coming from this CMN skill level type. We have to put this dictionary entry on this particular part. Only then it will be show. So out of the box, there is no data in this particular field. If you get, you can create the data and then you can put the level type. It's expert, novice kind of things. You can do that particular part. Okay. So now the last point for this particular part, because once it be done this part, then we can say customer consumer setup is done. Internal team, fulfiller, agents setup is done. This is called the responsibility definition. That who is working for this particular account and on which capacity it's working. Okay, so what we have to be do, we have to be go here and then you can search for the responsibility definition here. Okay. Now click on new name, account manager. If you want to put the this name, I'll put like this. LNG account manager. Generally, we don't put the account name here. We can say capacity. He's account manager. He's a service manager. He's an agent. He's what I can say relationship manager. What kind of things? Applicables to. This is good. To customer, to agent or manager. Means this particular responsibility definition is used to identify that he's a customer, he's an agent, or he's a manager. Means B2B or B2C. I say it is for the agent type. You want to give it to the user, so you can lock it here. You want to give it to the user, you want to give the contact, consumer or account. Means this particular definition is applicable only for the agents. But in agents, I can give to the user table, I can give to the contact table, I can give the consumer table, or I can give to the customer account table. I say user. And unique is important. Unique means it's kind of a primary for me. Or you can leave the unique here. We will make a unique when you're assigning this responsibility. So what I'm doing here is mainly that we are creating a responsibility definition. क्या नाम रहेगा उसका? For whom it is applicable, and then the type. You're going for the user level, contact level, consumer level, or the account, because account manager can be for the contact as well, account manager for the consumer as well, and account manager for the account as well, and account manager for the users, internal users as well. Or this means is a this thing a user level, sorry, for internal purpose. I click on the submit. I just created a definition. Allocation नहीं किया मैंने अभी. Open it. Let's see. And now we have to be define it here. What do you have to define here? This thing. Account team member. What I'm going to do here. I have two ways to do this particular part. Number one, I can go from the responsibility definition, or number two, let me open an account. LNG Corp. And here, if you see, account team members. ये यहीं से आएगा. So what we can do, click on the new account LNG Corp. Responsibility, this one. And the user is Ronald. Submit. Means Ronald is in the capacity of the account manager responsibility in this account. If I go by this way, account में new. What type of responsibility? I have these many. Support manager. Who is किस किसको मैंने डाला उस ग्रुप में? हिमांशु, राइट? नहीं, एनी. एनी का नाम क्यों नहीं आ रहा? अरे, she might don't have that role as well. Let me find out. Any name should be there. But it's coming from the user, customer team member user table. Himanshu name is there. Okay. So Himanshu is support manager for the LNG Corp. Now, if I make a tick here, which we did not when we're creating this thing, responsibility definition. This, it means a user who will be allocated on this account will be unique. Only one can be allocated as the account manager, not multiple. This is what the purpose of this particular stuff here. So you can, if I just submit, save this, if I go here and refresh, I can see for this account, Ronald is my account manager and Himanshu is my support manager. This is what we are building it from the internal purpose, that who is allocated to which particular account and which capacity it's working. We can add as many as users in this particular part. Doubt, question, clarification. Let me come back here. Yes, guys. Clear, not clear?
Clear.
Okay. When one person say clear to me, I got a confidence. This is what also important for me. Ronald, what
Clear,
doubt you
clear.
have in your mind?
Yeah, no, clear.
Don't come in the pressure of Madhur or Himanshu.
No, not at all.
They are just making you to say yes quickly and so that they can sleep. Okay, Chandramani and Anita, doubt, question.
Cleared.
Good. Good. So now just to be recap everything quickly. Till now, from the last, I can say 7 to 8 days or more than that. Because this is the one milestone we're completing now. We understand what is CSM. We understand what is CSM plugins. We see the CSM tables. We understand the model, business model like B2B or B2C. Then we go ahead and we understand that what are the roles available in this B2B and B2C. We understand that what is install base item, sold products, or install products. What is contact hierarchy? Sorry, account hierarchy, which we see here. This thing. We see contracts, entitlements. We see all these things here. And today we see about the roles. what roles are available. We see if I need to be support to my customer, how I going to be set up my team, what skills are required, what responsibility definition are required, who is working on which account at which capacity. Till this point, we have done all the major configurations. If you've done this part, it means you are good to go with the customer. Let's log a case. But now we are going to be discussed on the record level. ये सब foundation data था जो हमने किया अभी तक. It's all about foundation data, users, role, groups, skills, responsible definition, sold product, install base item, contact hierarchy, account team members, contacts, primary contacts, B2B, B2C. This is all about my foundation data. So one part is completed. Second part, how a user can log a case. What are type of cases? What are the ways to log a case? This is going to be the second part of our CSM journey now. So I'll request everybody spend little time for today. Try to be recap these points, what we have discussed, just to show that how it's look like from the company level. Company, organization structure, business locations होते हैं, outsourcing रहती है, internal location, external location, and this is something look like for the CSM perspective. External customers, business and households or the consumers. Then we have partner contacts, members who consume it, consumers, and requester, head of this thing, authorized representatives, kind of things will be there. Just a small bifurcation that how internal, external companies look like with each other. Okay, spend some time today and at least revise these things. Mainly is these areas. Product, asset, product model, because contract entitlement are easy, responsibility definition are still easy, but this is a little confusing one. So better spend some time, understand, try to make some model from your perspective that if I'm a service provider and I have a B2B or what products I've sold, how this product has been set up, what are the assets, CIS for this particular stuff. So this data part has been done now completely. We get to know a manager today, responsibility definition, agents we done with the roles. We done the customer data, accounts, contacts, and consumers, product data, models, assets, sold product, install base, and installed products. So this section has been completed here. Any doubt, question, or clarification required? Okay. So with this, let me close the call here and take a quick attendance now.